All right, we are here with Tim O'Brien, the Chief Taster.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're getting ready to get into this. All right, we're going to move right into the rise now, and kind of move into what this is, your 4-year Indiana straight rye. So you call this Indiana straight rye, meaning that this is actually, you can actually put Indiana on this.
Yeah. So one of the fun things about this, you can kind of look at the bottle. It's got Indiana all over it, right? We worked with our state legislature to get the designation for Indiana rye, and I'm sure most of your viewers can guess why we thought that was appropriate, as most of the rye out in the world that's worth drinking is started in Indiana. Down in Lawrenceburg. So we really wanted to kind of really seize on that, because we believe it. A lot of great ryes come out of Indiana, and now that craft distilling is a thing here, there's a lot of people making great rye outside of Lawrenceburg.
Oh, absolutely.
And we were really happy that the state helped us get that finished, and we have that designation.
Designation now is officially by Congress, or by Indiana State Congress, rather.
Yeah. As it turned out, there are a couple really unique bills that aren't that well known, and one of them is a 51% rye, 49% malt, which is very unique.
Wow.
Yeah. And
no corn.
No corn, just a bunch of malt.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the other one is a little bit more balanced. It's got still 51% rye, and then it's got a pretty good amount of corn. I'm probably getting it slightly wrong, but I think in the 20-30% range.
Okay. Yeah.
And then finished off
malt
with malt.
With malted
yeah. And so this is a blend of those two really unique mash bills. So that's the story. So it's kind of a fun story about how.
So as I nose this, this is a very unique nose.
Yeah.
This has got. So I get vanilla.
Yeah.
And I get not a lot of fruit, but it's almost candy. So the three profiles we always talk about is mint, dill, or bubblegum, cotton candy, and this is really kind of on that third one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So maybe this is where that heavy, we call it the barely legal, rye.
Right over the line.
So barely enough to call it a rye.
Yep.
But that malted barley really adds a different note to it, doesn't it?
It ended up being like our favorite of the single grain bills, and I was shocked. I'm like, there's no way. It's probably because we'd never tasted it, right? I mean, it was...
Yeah, we're so used to the 95.5, right, in the world.
Yep.
Well, let's see what we get on the palate, gents.
That's good.
Cheers.
So I always go different directions, but I almost feel like I pull out like a chocolate note out of this.
Mm-hmm. So I was thinking that same thing.
The candy and all that is definitely there, but kind of like a chocolate note.
So the proof, so there's a really nice rye spice on that.
Yeah.
The nose almost leads to maybe it could be a bourbon, but not quite. And then you hit the palate and your palate goes, oh yeah, this is rye. Yeah. There's a really nice spice. It's 100 proof.
Yep.
And the best part about this is we're at $39.95 MSRP.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yep. I mean, great price point for a rye. It's a 4-year. You can't really call this
rye.
Indiana
rye.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
And just their chocolate, and then there's almost like a sweet spearmint or a sweet mint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is just so good on the palate.
Yeah, you really nailed it. I do think that the rye spiciness, the balance of that with the sweetness, just makes it a really accessible rye.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing that's great about it, and the price point helps, it's a wonderful cocktailing rye.
Yeah. Putting this in a Manhattan or an old-fashioned.
Yep.
I really get old-fashioned on this right now.
I mean, it really is awesome to play with in cocktails.
Well, listen, folks, not only cocktails, but this is going to be great, neat. But yeah, I would love to try this in an old fashioned. Cheers.